Hello? Hello? Hey, boy, welcome. Hey, unicorn, welcome. Welcome. I just fucking love that comment. It's so good. JRPG slop arc, and I'm a pig at the trough. So fucking true, dude. Honestly, that's me. How's it going? How are we doing? So... Guess who did not do the grinding? We haven't done the monastery yet, so it doesn't... It's not like I skipped a whole lot, or we're missing a whole lot. It's not like I would have skipped a whole lot, right? It's like 2 maps. It's really not that big of a deal. But, we're not in the monastery right now, which is funny to me, honestly. Right, and I'm supposed to be a wyvern rider, and I'm still not a wyvern rider yet. Sweet. Love it. Alright. I don't even know who's gonna get the XP from this one.
My orders?
I feel like
Ready for anything.
More fighting.
Fire Emblem progressively becomes harder to play
I'll crush them
unless
all.
I'm dedicated to playing it.
I will prevail.
It's like when I
What's
took
my
a...
strategy?
Not a break from Armored Core, because I didn't take a break from Armored Core. We were like full gas pedal Armored Core all day, every day. What if I equip this? What would happen? Is that gonna be good? But I tried playing it again after like putting it down for a little bit, and I'm just like, oh my god, this game is so difficult. Me checking to make sure I'm unmuted. I'm like, oh please. How crazy would it be if I just changed screens and was muted the entire time? It'd be very funny to me. Okay. What was the last thing we did? I know we did the Rhea paralogue. What was the story event we did? Were we in the valley? We haven't done the next thing yet, right? The next thing is the bridge. We'll have to do the bridge.
I'll back you up.
Except we're almost assuredly not going to get to that today, because we're gonna meet up with Claude's Messenger in the Fire Valley. Yes! And then the thing we're probably going to do today is just talking to people in the monastery.
Let's make this quick.
This is definitely not going to work, right? Well, it might be fine, because, because 2 of them are stunned. No, it's looking pretty bad. Oh, no. Oh, I can 20% to fusillade them. That's crazy. Oh, this. 100%! Easiest one-person poison tactic of my entire life.
Sally forth. nicely.
Well done.
A brawler can't kill an archer. Ferdinand, why do you suck? Well, I didn't actually check. I didn't check his attacks. I maybe could have killer knuckled or something. Oh, well, Petra died. So why don't we do that? Why don't we just go back? We're gonna go back. This is all fine.
Ready for anything.
Okay, time to find out if I'm a dumbass. I am a dumbass. I just assumed Ferdinand couldn't kill them because he normally can't kill anything. Wait, why does she not have a brave bow again? I'm so confused. Is it because she can't equip the relic one we got yet? I think that's what it was, right? Man, I hate it here. And I hate it here, dude.
I will
It's
prevail.
literally the worst. You know what's really funny?
More fighting. Sally forth.
I feel like I was like, man, why do my attacks keep missing, and why is this like so difficult and annoying? And it's like, wow, what if Maddening was just bad game design? It's not true at all. Like that's literally like the least true thing ever. But it's like, what if making the game really annoying and finicky and difficult and stupid was actually just making the game bad? It's just really funny to me.
I'll crush them all.
What if because this person can just kind of go. If I put someone here, does that fix it or no? Nope, they can still get there. I'm assuming they... Man, why can they go so far? How do I kill you? Warp this over here. Archers are very squishy, which means that they're perfect prey for brawlers. Yeah, like, they have no defense, so just punching them with all of your strength twice is, like, broken. Oh, this doesn't actually kill you. Oh, and I can't gambit you. What if I, like, stood over here? 20%? Okay, what if I killed you? 66 to hit. And, like, 0% chance to crit. Awesome. Ooh. Incredible. Incredible, I love this game. My favorite video game. Would the assassin kill Petra? If not, then just warping Lysathia out of harm's way would work. Leone was also in range. So, I just assumed Leone... Oh, Leone was... Leone can't be targeted because she's an assassin. But I was thinking that I was like, oh, Leonie's there. She might die. She was not going to die. She was, in fact, harried by her broken subclass. I guess more her class rather than her subclass.
Ready for anything.
Do you have any weapons? You have a solar bow. It's so over, dude. I wonder, is it the month yet
What's
where we
my
can
strategy?
get the merchant? Oh no, the assassin is in range. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? But guys, what if the assassin dies? What if the assassin gets attacked?
I do this for all of us.
It is funny to me how, like, it seems like such a broken ability, but for some reason when I, like, when I try to actually figure out in my head, like, how I would use it, I'm just like, well, you kind of still need to have someone at the front, right? Like, you need someone on the tip of whatever the range is that you want the assassin to interact with, right? So, like, let's say I wanted to run in here, like, past this brawler person. Like, I still need a meat shield or a target here. Which also means, like, technically, anything within this range as well is still threat range for an assassin, right? Which ends up being kind of annoying, right? Like, it's good, but also, like, if I wanted to approach a ballista turret, then I would need to still have someone on the edge of the range, or they're gonna get attacked. Which I guess is kind of like saying, oh man, but... You're saying it doesn't just make you untargetable forever? Wait, what? Huh? I need someone on the tip for real? Damn. That's like... That's crazy. Honestly, that's... You know what? That's fair. That's fair and real and true and also based.
Great job.
Even funnier to me when I go like, ah, yeah, man, like, wow, I can't believe how down bad you are. Literally pathetic. It's just like, play the, what would it be? The fucking, like, smash cut, like, actual 20-hour documentary, documented evidence of players being just down atrocious. Like... Like, is this you? Oh my god, the hit rate. Oh my god. It's Ogre. Fucking Ogre.
Thank you.
Wait, why aren't they attacking Ferdinand? He's right there. He doesn't have the assassin thing. Are you kidding me? I hate Miracle. It is a terrible Magic the Gathering mechanic. Literally should be removed from the game. Awful. These are level 36. These people need XP. Did that kill it? It did! It killed them! They died! Oh, Catherine will die for sure. Ah! Lysithia, the person who probably needs like 0 XP ever. Getting the kill. Very good.
Shouldn't strain myself.
Ah! You are a trickster. Okay, that's not quite... Alright, get him. As I was saying, still can't just run in there like a dumbass. At least it's not genealogy. Oh, Miracle in that game was like super busted. How much more busted was it?
More fighting.
Or I guess, why was it more busted? Oh my god. So EP, I've made the mistake of not consuming coffee. I was thinking about it, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be fine. And then I didn't do it, and then I was not fine. Oh no. It's like I woke up a little bit early. Rather, I went to sleep at like I sleep really, really early because I was exhausted. I think I've been sleeping a little less the past few days.
Amazing.
So I was like, yeah, we're gonna sleep a bunch today because I'm fucking tired.
An encouraging display.
And then I woke up proportionately early, and I'm like, yeah, I slept for like a whole bunch of time, so I'm gonna be fine. But turns out, it's not how it works. Turns out, when you are addicted to caffeine, you actually feel like shit as soon as you start trying to do anything. That's not true. I've been doing stuff for the last like 3 hours, but yes. On the turn you fell below 10 HP, you had 11 minus HP times 10% extra avoid. So essentially, if you fall to exactly 0, you would get plus 100 avoid for the entire rest of the turn. Even at 6, you get plus 50 avoid. Oh. That's so funny. So it... The only miracle in this case is my sick dance moves. Like, check out my breakdancing. Right. Exactly 1 HP, not 0. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what I said. I just meant like, or do you mean? If you fell to exactly 1 HP, you would have plus 100 avoid. That's how the math works out, I'm guessing. The point is, like, instead of being saved by... You wrote 0, which was wrong, I meant 1. Yeah, okay, got it. The point is that, like, instead of, oh, by miracle, like, you were saved from, like, the lethal attack that was gonna kill you, it was more like, yo, I'm dying, time to activate the fucking speed boost. Time to start speeding on them.
Back to the fray.
We're gonna go so fucking fast, it's gonna go crazy. I love that. It is very funny to me how, like, difficult it is to assemble game mechanics. It's, like, so innocuous on face value, and then as soon as you try to figure anything out, you're like, oh, wait. Wait, this is so fucking complicated. Because you think, oh, like, miracle, like, you want to save them from dying, and then, like, oh, well, we can save them from dying by giving them, like, evasion when they're at low HP, and then it's like, because, like, instead of dying, they'll instead just, like, start dodging everything, and so, like, they won't die because, like, oh, miracle, something, and it's like, no. You're saying you were giving dodge tanks free reign to just win. Then if it happened on enemy phase, as it often did for your units, they just couldn't die for the entire rest of the turn. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's multiple problems with it, right?
Thanks so much.
Which I guess the idea is... Maybe what they wanted was they wanted you to be saved for the rest of the turn. Maybe it was just an oversight, you know what I mean?
My orders?
But it's possible what they intended, or what they wanted, was actually that. Like, they wanted me... If Miracle procced, it meant, like, you weren't supposed to die for the rest of the turn. But... obviously, in practice, it's really busted. Also, like, you know, playtesting and stuff. Right?
Amazing.
If you see these things happen in playtesting, then you're like, oh god, gotta fix
I
that.
do this for all of us.
Oh no. I always feel like watching playtests is really fun. Like, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. And I think that there's also there's like a strong desire to be like, I don't even know if this happens to be or to what degree it happens to be, but there's a strong desire to be like, actually, just play the game correctly, you dumbass. You know what I mean? But oftentimes, if your players are coming to the conclusion about playing something incorrectly, then it's possible you could have helped them more. Possible. It's not guaranteed. Alright, get in there. But I guess it's just fun to watch people interact with the game.
I'm awake.
So my point being that I would see this miracle shit happen and be like, oh, that's awesome. Like, that fucking rocks. And then I would immediately change it. It's like, wow, that's really cool. And then it, like...
I do this for
and
all
then
of
it
us.
sucks. Actually, a really good example of this was when, do you remember the fucking card, like, Walk the Abyss or something? That was supposed to be a sick card, and I really wanted it to be awesome, and then it super wasn't. And then you picked it, and then you were like, oh yeah, this card's gonna be awesome. And then it, like, it was so bad. Remember when Time Sickness did damage to you? Like, it's just so bad. Like, man, holy shit. I love that so much. I don't even remember what the original effect was. It was something like, put a time walk in your hand. At the start of your turn, you get 5 time sickness, which was like, you take 5 damage. And then it just increased. It was like permanent. So you get time sickness,
My orders?
you take 5 damage, and get a time walk. And then
Thank you.
it was supposed to be that, like, when you...
More fighting.
It was supposed to be like a last-ditch effort to just, like, keep time walking until you die.
I'll crush them all.
Because that's lore accurate.
Let's make this quick.
But, yeah. It read like it inflicted it on the enemy, and the cost was that it cost 4 mana, not that it just killed you! No, but you got time walks! It gave you time walks! It gave you infinite time walks! The point was that it gave you infinite time walks. But yeah, it's stuff like that where it's like, well, clearly the reading or interpretation of this card does not actually make sense. And then watching someone, like, not misunderstand it, right? Like, understand it to the ability of how it is being described. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh yeah, I could totally see that, right? Because there are some people who get, like, very defensive, right? And they would be like, oh man, like, you dumbass, how dare you, right? But it's more like, yeah, no, I get it. I understand. That's so fucking goofy. Obviously, my interpretation of it was a busted card, but what it actually was useless, so how do you want to read it? So how do you want to read it? Yeah, exactly. I mean... Again, it was supposed to be a 4 mana, like, crazy busted Insano card that gave you infinite time walks. Because theoretically, how the card would read is that, like, your opponents never get a turn ever again, right? And I wanted to have some kind of stupid anime card like that, where you... basically a blasphemy, right? But the cost was obviously way too high. Like, blasphemy is 1 mana and it gives you 3 mana, and then puts you into divinity stance, right? I feel like I'd want to make a card like that. I guess I would have the opportunity to do that in Spire 2, but I think I still wouldn't make that card. It's just, like, a little too ridiculous, right?
You are impressive.
Like, I don't want someone to find the card and then be like, oh, if I can facilitate this somehow, then I just, like, can take 7 extra turns and then kill anything. You know what I mean? It's not really what I want to do. Actually, yeah, I really wanted to how would I say it? I do actually really want to make another flag bearer. It's like test out more ideas and stuff. Because one of the other mechanics, like the auras, I felt, for example, were like kind of cool, but like a little low play. So, I don't know. Editing stuff in art or literature for an audience can be a really annoying tightrope to walk. Well, I think for purely creative endeavors, right? It's not like you don't necessarily need to do edits. I guess if you're editing for a client, there's that. Like, you need to make it. You give them retakes, like a certain amount of retakes. Or you can give them infinite retakes, which I have done one time in my life, and that was very stressful. Or I guess you could say any self-respecting artist would not give infinite retakes. That was not the point. But yeah, the conceit for game design that I think is interesting is that it's like, it's very user-focused, or at least in my brain. It's very user-centric. So you kind of need to... Like, the assumption is that you have to edit for another person. I think in artistic endeavors, that is not always the case. But maybe it's coming from the same vibe, where you're like, okay, well, how much of this is... like the user misunderstanding what is there, and how much of it could be improved by actually changing something. Where like you can't necessarily know for sure every time, but I think you can have like an intuition for it, which I'm like relatively early on in my career. Like I don't think I'm that smart. I guess it's just really interesting to me. It's not like I've been in a like $1 bajillion playtesting lab running a playtest. That shit's insane. Honestly, like, I think the people who write the reports or procedures for actually writing a playtest are fucking insane. People gotta have a screw loose, you know? Did you wish this game allowed more deployment slots given how big this cast is? No, I do not. I think that managing 10 units is already a lot of units, and I'm quite happy to manage 10 units. I think every time this game gives me like 11 or 12 units, I feel like I'm genuinely taking too many actions, and it stresses me out. Because the problem is, I know that I might need to go back, and then I go like, ah shit, if I need to go back, then like I'm gonna have to redo like 10 moves. And then you go like, oh no, but you can just do it correctly and then like only go back half the turn, like 5 moves, because you split up your moves. But then like you do the wrong side every time, and then it just ends up being shit every time. So no, I think Fire Emblem works best at like 10 people or less. 10 actions or less.
Did the trick.
Do not give the player more actions, it's too many. Hopefully that makes sense. You haven't? I thought you were the CEO of a $1 trillion game studio. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's me. You know me. I'm the CEO of Kicking My Ass Studios. The studio where I just can't even. Sometimes, like, Vitrol just goes into my head as if it's like as if I've opened an abyss. And then the abyss simply just has infinite degeneracy underneath it. And then the words that I can say are simply too strong for any mortal to hold. Also, big cat doesn't mean you should be able to use them. Oh, big cast doesn't mean you should be able to use them all at the same time. It just means you need to choose which of them you want to use. Brain was filled with row. Big cat means big actions. Big cat means 7 million actions per turn. Row. I have no idea how she does the squeak in her voice without damaging her voice permanently. It just seems like the most... Like, this will destroy your voice. Please do not do this. It's like every time Gigi is like, I didn't bring water. It's like, what the fuck do you mean you didn't bring water? You've been streaming for like 6 hours. Please drink some water. What the fuck? Your vocal cords are so over. Please drink water. Terrible. I like how I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do these maps to like grind and get some XP and stuff, and just like me not using any of the characters that need XP. Like, what are you, stupid? You dumb? I think there's something to be said, by the way, about like presenting too much opportunity cost to players, right? You can very easily get overloaded by decision making, so I think there's something to be said about having too many people in the cast. However, that might also be part of the problem, is that like, okay, so you have a bunch of people in the cast, right? You have a bunch of people. The problem was actually that, or the solution was supposed to be that, okay, you're not supposed to recruit every single student so that you don't, like, you only have a party of 10. You know what I mean? Just don't fucking use every single person. Like, what's wrong with you? But the reality is that there are a lot of people who are motivated by, like, social relationships. Like, they care about the characters, less about the game. So, like, their thinking is backwards, you could say. Where if you have the goal of filling out a team of 10 people, like 10 to 12 people, then the logic goes, okay, well, I'm gonna get my favorite 10 to 12 characters and then just put them in a squad. Or someone who likes all the characters is gonna be like, but I want to play all the characters, why can't I play all of them? Right? Which I think that there are systems to compensate for that. If you're more of a, like, I just want the story and the supports and the relationships and stuff, like, you end up being able to take, like, 10 monastery actions every time, right? So you can just play matchmaker with the food system, basically. Right? Bonk. Man, I really need a brave bow. Who actually needs XP? These people do. Wow. It's almost like Thunderbrand was broken. What am I doing? What is my brain doing? At least that's somewhat mitigated by having a starting house. Yes. That's why I was saying, like, I think the point was, oh, we're gonna limit how many people we'll need to use by putting them into a bunch of different houses and stuff. Oh, but then you could recruit people, and then it's like, it is now my duty and job to recruit every single student, and it's like, no, it wasn't. Stop. Why are you doing that? Stop it.
Sally forth.
Back to the fray.
Surprisingly, Ferdinand actually needed actually needed XP. No, Ferdinand's just full HP, but the guy's attacking him anyways? That's crazy.
I will prevail. Let's make
The
this
students are
work.
like Pokemon, you gotta catch them all. Yeah, you have to fill up the Pokedex. Who needs us? Literally any of these people. You're about to level up. Cool! Coolio. Make them mate with each other. Listen, I wasn't gonna go there. Listen, the first thing that came to my mind was the fucking Bane animation, or Bane... It was an animation first, right? Where it's like, there are no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. Bane, you can't. But for some reason in my head, I thought, you know what? That's a little much. That's a little much, maybe. But yes, I do think that I don't remember which one it was. Which one was the literal relationship simulator one? The one where they literally all have children, and then you play as the children afterwards. Oh, it was Awakening and Fates. Okay, that is what. Okay, all right. I didn't read the thing you said, but yes, like literally that, right? That is that entire game. Who needs I don't even remember who needs to actually work on stuff. I don't think anyone needs skills at this point. Like, this literally doesn't matter. The only part of it that matters is for the purposes of making the future of the game not as difficult. So I guess we try to get Bowfair and some older ones, but I'm bad with the names of old Fire Emblem games. Leone needs bow rank. Thank you. He does. Motherfucking... They were both at B, so I saw B and I was like, ah, yeah, that's the one to use, right? B? It's the B one. It was not the B one. I don't know, let's get you battalions, sure. Weird looking bow. I mean, when you're thinking of the affordances of bows and swords, I mean, like, they both got room, you know? I'm surprised I never mentioned earlier that the authority symbol is a flag. But I like that the authority symbol is a flag. You know what I've been seeing a lot more recently? Is cute girls holding flags. But my friend sent me the other day that there was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel card, which Rush Duels is terrible, but I say as I've never played it. I think I'm just gonna auto do this. I don't give a shit about this. I don't need any of this. There's a Rush Duel card, which is just a dress knight with a flag, and I'm like, God bless. I love this so much. I'm never going to use you ever in anything. I'm never going to play this. But goddamn, I can't wait for them to make a magic card, like a commander card that is a flag bearer, and then it's gonna be the worst shit ever, and then I'm gonna hate it, but I'm gonna be forced to make it. All the savagery day after day is depressing. Do you have any ideas for fun things I could do to make me feel better? Why don't you go ask a girl out? XD. No. Get laid, idiot. Flagbearer tribal to synergize with the exactly 2 flagbearer cards. Is there actually type flagbearer? Is that a thing?
This'll come in
Are
handy.
either of them legendary?
Appreciate it.
All right, we're gonna certify. And we're gonna fucking, it's 79%. So we're gonna succeed this time. You watch. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck. All right, check me out. All right, buy advanced seal. And then we simply just succeed. Alright, check this. Oh, Petra needs riding so that she can become a bow knight. I forgot. Alright, easiest success of my life. Alright, crazy. Alright, huge. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. See, look, I'm crazy good at this game. Petra needs riding, alright. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so I think we're just exploring and watching supports and talking to people and stuff. What is Coalition Honor Guard? What in the fuck is this? Human Flag Bearer. While choosing targets as part of casting a spell or activating an ability, your opponent must choose at least one Flag Bearer on the field if able. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't understand, or I did not know that this is where the effect for that card came from. Right? The custom card you made? Where it's like, they must target Flaris. Did you get that from this card? Or did you just, like, think of that because I'm a bottom? That's a Flag Bearer ability? Cool. What is this one? What the fuck is this card? An opponent plays a spell or ability that could target a Flag Bearer in play. They must choose at least one Flag Bearer. Oh, that's literally both of these cards. That's literally both of them. Wait, and then there's Thraben Standard Bearer, and it doesn't have the Flag Bearer ability. That's fucking cursed. How dare they? Well, this one. Liliana's Standard Bearer. This one also doesn't have the good ability. What the fuck's wrong with them? The fuck? Okay. Alright, well that was cool. That was a cool magic history lesson for all of 2 seconds.
Professor.
Guess we can talk to Lysithea. What are you talking
I'm
about?
sure you know this already, but House Lyria is aligned with the Empire. They face the Empire from across a river, similar to the Gloucesters. Even so, I refuse to yield to the Empire a second time. The Empire did unthinkable things to my family, and to me. The only option here is winning. Professor, you must promise we will overcome the Empire.
Yes, I will make them pay. For bullying Lysithea. Coolest shit I ever heard. Yeah, well, can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but some birthdays ago, I don't know if it was the first or second. Might have been the second. Maybe it was the first, I don't know.
Right.
Poi made a custom magic card.
Wow.
And it was like cool. And I was like, wow, that's like actually really cool. That's like a cool ability. It was like if you target it, well, you have to target it because that's the Flag Bearer ability. And then it's like if this is the target of a spell, you can pay the cost and put the card into your deck. You like put it like third from the top or something. And you take an extra turn. I was like, wow, that's a cool ability. And it has ward. Yes! That made it probably extremely good. It's like a weird Thalia, now that I think about it. I feel like I should make that card, but balanced, and then just actually make a custom deck.
Rhea really is in the Empire.
And then have no
We
one
must
ever play
defeat
against
the
it.
Imperial army by any means necessary. The people at large are just as concerned for Rhea's safety as we are. The sooner we can settle all our unease, the better. I have
Alright,
something
quest.
to ask of you.
Oh, is this for the, This is for the thing. This is for the marketplace we need, so that Lysithea isn't starving for magic bows. Yo, that lady just came out of a wall. That's crazy.
I was dead certain Judith would fight by our side as well. But since
Well-
she holds a position within the Alliance, it seems she has no choice but to abstain for now. If the infighting within the Alliance came to an end, maybe she'd be able to fight with us.
We're going to invade the Empire, which means we'll be fighting people we know, won't we? If we're attacked
Yeah,
by
we're gonna kill
someone we
them.
know or used to think of as a friend, is it permitted to run away?
No, it's not okay.
Makes sense.
You
Maybe
must
running
kill
away
them.
would be terrible for morale.
Or, sorry, was she asking if we would retreat? Like, if I would run away? I'm like, no. No running away. We're in war times. We're on a war path. Wait, I mean, we're not in Crimson Flower anymore. We're trying to peacefully resolve this. Very peacefully. Definitely not war. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. You run back to the trench, you get shot. Yes, exactly. 100%.
What legend says that pillars of light fell and ravaged Aelel? I was reminded of that when I saw it. Professor? Do you think those legends are true?
Sorry, what was the question here? Yes.
Oh, I suppose you may be right. There's no way to be sure it won't.
Legend says that pillars of light fell and ravaged Aelel. I was reminded of that when I saw it. Wait! Wait, I just realized. So the Valley of Torment, yeah, wow. Wow.
There's still so many things we don't understand.
I did not put that together at all. Yeah. I did not put that together at all. That's fucking cool. That's so cool. It's like, hey guys, we've got this super crazy weapon of mass destruction laser beam thing. Oh yeah, why don't we just fucking fire it over at ALL? Yeah, whatever, man. Who gives a shit?
No.
Okay. Oh. Alright.
Judith is a wonderful person. So strong and confident as well. Looking upon her, I was sharply reminded of my mother.
Wait, who? Judith.
Very much so. Both brilliantly bright and positive, like a warm ray of light. I lost my mother long ago. I miss her desperately.
Yeah, you got it, Flame. You're being very useful this run.
Right.
I can't tell how serious you are with these things, Unicorn. Because you say the first part, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, sure. I could see it. Then you're like, we should drop a meteor on them. First of all, meteor is a terrible spell. It's not very good. But it's like it's supposed to be a reference or something, right? I feel like you told me it was a reference that we should go to space, but
Hearing that the Knights of Saros have returned, the monks have also been coming back. We still don't have enough hands here, but we'll use all that we've got to rebuild the monastery. Until the day that Lady Rhea is returned to us, we have to do all we can.
you got a priest lady. Okay.
Maybe.
So,
Lovely. Since I'm originally from the Empire, it seems no one trusts me with any important tasks. Fine by me. Honestly, I bet they're watching my every move to make sure I can be trusted.
yeah, what's the problem?
I knew it. War makes people crazy, huh?
Oh, what's the problem, Lynn? You don't want people surveilling your every move? What's the issue with that? We're trying to keep order here, Linhart. What's wrong with the church surveilling all of your moves?
What used to be Ire territory lies far to the east of the Great Bridge of Murden, downstream of the
We're just
Erem
trying to keep
River.
everyone
For the
safe.
sake of my family, I wish
Do you
we could
hate
invade the
safety,
Empire from
Linhart?
there, but I do not have the power to advocate for that. Strategically, Murden is more important.
I was definitely paying attention. We could invade the Empire from there. He wants to save his family. So, someday we'll get it.
Professor, I will not give in. Not until I have restored my noble pride.
Okay, cool. Ferdinand, I saw you die before in a different timeline. Be grateful. I've seen Ferdinand die countless times because he's supposed to be useful and then he's not useful. Actually, on the topic of dodge tanks, I'm really glad that the Heismay strategy worked out. Because it gives me hope that MC as a dodge tank is actually not a bad idea. But
Here's an idea.
it does make me a little sad, I guess, that, like, it's like, how do I beat this boss? It's like, well, the way you beat the boss is by giving yourself repel and dodge time walk them. Like, alright. Well, you know, I don't really know what else I was supposed to do here.
Professor?
I guess the answer was you're supposed to weaken them. And, like, the only way to deal with bullshit is by throwing bullshit at them. But I kind of hoped, I wish there was some other way to do it. There really wasn't, though. We still had to play the game correctly. Right? Like, we took our burn heals, we still healed people on the turns where they needed it. Right? Like, we still had to manage healing. And all that. But it was like MC was basically locked in, we had to rotate between who was taking aggro and then also manage the evasion down debuff. Like, there was still stuff. You're supposed to not let them have 10 turns per turn, only 4. Yeah. You can also blitz them, but yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're level 99 and you can just kill the dragon in 2 turns, I mean, I'm sure. But right, the idea is that I want to have a bit of a back and forth. But no, I think right, it's the thing that I was talking about where it's like, if I want to have a back and forth, that means I can't be over leveled because it means the boss will die too fast. But if the boss just simply kills you, then like there's no room to play because I can't do anything. So, you know, I think the problem, and Poi already told me that there's like a weakening of the bosses at some kind of trigger. I don't know what the trigger is. It was not revealed to me, probably because it was spoilers. But, you know, if the dragons don't have 10 turns per turn, then it's, you know, easier to win the game. There's a way you can rob them of any turns, basically make it your turn forever, but yeah, have to bullshit them.
Hey there.
There's a way you can rob them of any turns. Is there like some set of abilities that I don't have yet that allow you to like take turn icons from your opponent before they have acted? Because I've not seen any yet. Or is there a way to loop like
Hey there.
Baker's Roguery somehow? But like that wouldn't really work because you have like the only other thing was the Prince's Warcry, which you can only do once per battle.
Hey there.
So I don't know.
Wow. Hey there.
We came from... Judith asked us so earnestly. We can trust you, right?
Totally. You can definitely trust me to not throw all of you in sacrifice for Rhea.
Hey there.
100%.
Wow.
More like add turn icons, but yeah, you don't have skills and it's very cheesy. Yeah, so there are other skills that give you turn icons. That is my understanding.
Wow. Hey there.
I thought I knew what the trigger was, but I was wrong. I think it's getting everyone to rank 8, but I'm not so sure. Kings are only human. No, they are not a king. No, they are not. Comma. Or period. A king must strive to be a king first, human second. Ferdinand. Talking about mental health recovery. Recovery Dimitri and Azure Glaze. Glaze?
Wow.
Azure Glaze? Is it actually called Glaze? There's no way it's called Glaze. Don't talk to me about
Wow. Hey there.
Ferdinand and Dimitri and Azure Glaze. That's crazy. Their Hope's Brain? What? Azure Moon, that's what it was. Man, so I can't believe there's still like a skill somewhere that gives you turn icons. That I just like haven't seen or something. You can get Dimitri to glaze you.
Hey there.
I have no comment on this. Man, I can't believe we learned that Yufa is canon best girl. That was great. Love that. The Three Hopes spinoff really messed with my brain. That's fair. I think having your brain messed with is bad. Don't have your brain messed with. Just don't think. If you don't think, nothing can get you.
Wow. Hey there.
I'd heard of the hero of Daphne, but that was the first time I've met her in person. She's the head of a prestigious noble family? Just like Claude. The Alliance nobility is so... odd. Kind of, but I don't mean that in a bad way. You won't find such big-hearted nobles elsewhere. Plus, Judith can drink with the best of them. A woman after my own heart.
Nice. Listen, there you have infinite power with fan art. Oh man, terrible.
5 years
Terrible,
ago, when the
honestly.
Imperial
Just terrible.
Army attacked Garreg Mach, they moved with incredible speed. But in the middle of all that chaos, she still had operatives watching. The hero of Daphne's spy network is impressive. She shouldn't be taken lightly.
What's with the face?
Professor!
We have the Empire and Alliance situations under control. The problem is Fargus.
The Eastern Lords have joined forces and are warring with the Dukedom. But I've heard nothing about that conflict as of late. It's strange. I haven't heard much from my father either. I can't help but find this silence unsettling.
I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's fine, Felix. I wouldn't worry about it. He's totally good. Totally nothing wrong at all. No, nothing. Nothing at all. Dimitri seems like you'd bring knives into the bedroom. I was just thinking about how I said, oh yeah, it's an under the covers operation. It's like the craziest almost misspeak of my life. Under the table operation. It's like, guys, we need to do an under the covers operation. I guess I was thinking undercover operation. Under the covers operation, though. Gotta bring the knives.
War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out.
You're learning.
That'd be awful, just terrible. Okay, Professor, I get it. I know I'll have to come out.
Yes. Leave your room, Bernadetta. Leave. Exit the door. Get on the floor, walk the dinosaur, etc. We all left to talk to? Who the fuck? Sylvain? Is it just Sylvain? And this? Oh, Cyril. Where's Cyril? Where was he? Fucking... He's at the marketplace. I would have paid for you to use Shamir since I like her more than Catherine, but something told me you didn't need another archer. We could have had so many archers. We could have had like 7 billion archers.
I need your help.
What's the bonk for? What did I do? What is this? You guys are abusing your power of bonks. Need to remove your power.
Lady Rhea was dragged off by the Imperial Army? I heard that was true. Why'd they take Lady Rhea? Professor, they didn't take her to kill her, did they?
Probably
That's
not.
good. We just gotta beat the Imperial Army and get her back, right? You gotta help her, Professor. I'm begging ya.
Walk the dinosaur? Oh my goodness. That's what the bonk was for? That's crazy.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, I heard what happened at ALL. I can't believe Imperial spies have been lurking in Garrick Mach. Under my watch! But I'll make sure no more of them get in. Trust me!
Yes. Walk the dinosaur. You want her on all fours, you perv. What the...
Hey!
That is not what that meant. First of all, okay, so the first thing is that, like, these statements aren't mutually exclusive, right? Yeah, I was like, the dinosaur, it's like a bipedal, like you... Isn't it like a dance move? It's a dance move, right?
Okay.
Now I'm curious. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a dance move anyways. It's bad. You don't have to worry about it. Also, what's the problem with all fours? What's the issue with that, huh? Problem with that one? Oh, I didn't. I only planted 4. My brain was too caught on all 4s. 4 was on the brain. I was just thinking about 4. I was incapable of thinking of anything else. It's so bad. I think we get Seth to train us in flying. So that makes sense to me.
Professor.
When in doubt, I will always assume perverse intent. There's 90% hit rate, so it's correct when it contains anything you say. Oh my god.
If we can suppress this Murden, we can invade into the Empire, right? I was in the Empire. Now I will be an enemy. I am having strange feelings. It is with ease that an ally turns into an enemy.
Yes. Remember not to become an enemy, or you will get suplexed. Or will haunt your dreams forever. 4 has already haunted my dreams forever and ever and ever. Because it was a bad meme in my friend group. And my friend, I asked my friend, I had like a pudding cup, right? And I asked my friend, hey, can you go grab me a spoon? And he came back and he had 4 spoons. And I was like, why did you bring me 4 spoons? And then he just looked at me and said 4. And I was like, oh my fucking god. I missed the meme. I missed the meme one time. I missed 4 one time. Never live it down. On the flip side, when you... when you walk up to your friend who does not understand the 4 meme, and you just like look at them and you say 4! And they say 4 back to you, it's like,
Things would have gotten
yeah.
a lot more interesting if Judith had joined us.
They understood the assignment.
I only spoke to
The
a
assignment was
every
4.
chapter. I hope someday I can.
Yes,
be a
I'm aware
strong,
that explaining
kind,
this out loud just
level-headed
makes me sound
girl.
stupid, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too hard. So many people to talk to. I thought I talked to all of you already.
Here's an idea.
I actually had half the mind there to get on my sword,
Lord Gwendol.
my sword board.
How many years ago was it?
Can't actually do that
Back
here.
before the academy, I met this girl who I fell madly in love with. And her dad tried to kill me. I suppose he just tried to scare me, but I was sure I was gonna die. Oh yeah, her dad? Lord Gwendol.
Crazy, right? I never thought I'd seriously be trying to kill the guy in battle. I kind of don't know how to make sense of it.
It's okay, he's dead now, right? Was Gwendol the person we fought in the last one? What do you mean by that? What the... Where was the context for that one? Cheeks soft like pudding. He was the old knight dude? Yeah. Well, Sylvain, I hate to break it to you, but he's already dead. We killed him. We just, like, straight killed him dead.
Yay! Thanks.
Alright. To the abyss. To abyss.
Hey!
I keep forgetting that. First of all, I keep forgetting Constance is an abyss dweller. Is that a bad thing to say? She is a resident of the abyss. Because she's our dancer, so she just feels like part of the main party. I guess it's because I'm not using Yuri or Happy. I'm using neither of those characters.
Not sure what brought people back up above, but I'm glad for it. The dining hall, the greenhouse, they're all ripe for the picking again.
Hey, don't pick
I
stuff
mean,
from the
for them.
greenhouse.
Good for them.
You fucker. Yes, we did in fact see that Happy was buffed post-time skip.
Invading the Empire at last, are we? I cannot still the wild palpitations in my chest. I have made myself ready to the extent that I could, but now that the day draws near, I fear that to proceed will be to abandon all hope of restoring the Imperial House of Nouvelle. Which leaves me with no choice but to appeal to you and Claude for that. My dream is in your hands.
Yes. Yes, it is. Don't betray us. That would be bad. Do not the betrayal. Literal basement dweller. Yeah, well, that's why I was like... It's like, should I not say, like, abyss dweller? You damn basement... I was gonna say basement dwelling
I've never met someone like
Neanderthal.
She's easygoing, but at the same time, tough as nails. I bet she'd be real fun to hang out with.
What? Oh, she said Judy instead of Judith. Confused for a second. She scares me a little.
Yeah, same here. But in a good way, you know? Judy's great. Unlike that other guy, Lord, what's his name? I can't stand people like him. People who think they're always in the right. All he did was make trouble, but he convinced himself it was for a good cause. So infuriating.
What are we talking about? Were we talking about Dimitri there, or Lord Gwengugwa?
House Daphne was kind enough to share their food with us. It may not be much in the grand scheme of things, but the gesture means a lot.
Well, that's good. So you want me to look at buff here? Here, there. Are you happy? Is this what you wanted? Wow, look. Wow. Well, look at it. You're right there. We're about as close as we can get. Oh shit. Yes, man. There we go. That should work. Unless I don't have permissions to run my own command. Ah, there we go. You dummy. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Would have thought that House Row would show up. They must have been sweating blood to get to Ayla from way out there. Guess it's been a while since I left House Row, so it doesn't bother me much to have to fight them. Kinda always knew I'd be the one to take that stubborn old donkey out. I've been ready for this.
Okay. Did you look silly in that outfit? Why? It's just the default outfit, no? Oh, I guess that's kind of like the trickster clown. It's the faker! It's the faker outfit. Don't you know? Oh.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Lots of things happen down here. Lots of reports need to be reported. And for all reportable things, I'm your guy.
Pardon me.
Three Houses Yuri looks even more silly. Why's dude got a gape? Gape. That's so bad. Why does dude have a cape? It's not good. Jesus. Holy shit.
Pardon me.
Faker! Just forgetty beam. Just forgetty. Just forgetty beam. Forget. Just forget. Oh my god. Okay. I think we have talked to all the people. All right, let's check in. How am I doing?
Now let me see. I expect much from this one. Yes.
Only an A? Not an S? Why don't I get an S? I want an S. I also probably would have been okay with an M. M probably would have been appropriate. We need more flying training. And then I could learn a bow, and then I could be a bow knight on a... but on a dragon. I don't know. I don't know why all these people just want to wear capes. Why isn't this a thing? I deserve better than A. I deserve to be S++. Triple S. Triple S, triple S+.
If Rhea, the people at the sooner we...
Teach me to fly. Okay. And now I don't know what to do with the rest of my time. Suppose we just dining quarters. Oh, I guess there's supports. May need to go like a little early. Let me check something.
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
I would be liking that greatly.
I have no ingredients for anything. Maybe because I fed all of the cats. Maybe I need more meat.
You have a good eye.
Please give me the meat.
Come again.
Damn cats and dogs eating all your food. Yeah, exactly. We need to get these cats and dogs out of my goddamn monastery. Eating all of the food.
This is...
That...
What the fuck? Oh, wait, they don't like this. How about this one? Can't make fucking anything. You have a good eye. What? Oh, like a good eye? You have a good eye. Oh my god. It's fucking terrible. That is real bad.
I'd rather eat how I do look.
Don't you know EYES? It's ES. That is the correct pronunciation of EYES. So it's good ES. I don't have time for any of these other things, so... Sports? What sports do I have? What the frick? He's over there. Oh, shiny things. Arcane crystal! We got an arcane crystal! That's insane! Okay, we've already read this one. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? Kangaroo proportions? Excuse you? Hey, hey girl, you look kind of like a kangaroo. That's so bad. Oh my god. I feel like
seems to be coming from
I
the
just
train.
feel like when you say they actually look like a kangaroo, though, like that's kind of like, damn, what the fuck?
You have met your match, Rust. Ah, so stubborn.
Yeah, it's like clearly I literally have a pouch. I have an actual factual pouch.
Smelling, is it not?
Ah, Flane, hello. Are you referring to the smell of this oil?
Aha! Yes, that is the smell, all right.
I am simply doing some armor maintenance. A little oil keeps the rust at bay, ensuring that the armor moves smoothly, without any hitches.
I see.
Big ears and long nose.
You smell a bit like food.
Yeah,
But
I need to
suppose that
give
is the
myself
oil kicking
kangaroo
my
ears.
I would not cook in the training area. Are you hungry by chance?
Not really, no. But is that oil not also used for cooking? For things like frying meat or drizzling over a nice crisp salad? Things of that nature?
Is it?
Were I to coat my armor in oil that smells of food, I would be distracted by
Flame,
hunger
come
at all
on now.
times.
I doubt that amidst actual fighting, the smell would still make you hungry. We are always dancing with death on the battlefield. When your focus wavers, your life is forfeit.
I suppose you're right. And actually, all of this talk of delicious oil has made me hungry.
If I made myself smell like bacon, do you think my opponents would just concede?
I must apologize, Ferdinand, but I cannot wait even a moment for you. I am famished. I shall be in the dining hall, getting my fill of fried goodies.
Well, that was quick. I will admit, now that she has mentioned it, it is a rather appetizing smell.
Yeah, they'd want to eat my bacon. Clearly. Already seen these. Yep. Seen this one. I don't remember if we've seen this one.
I've looked everywhere. I guess Sylvain must still have it. Huh? When did this book get here? Wait, this is mine. And there's something sticking out of it. A letter? Dear author, I read your manuscript quite by accident and duly apologize. However, I also write today to inform you that I enjoyed your story tremendously. I laughed and cried as the heroine overcame her many obstacles, growing stronger with each step. Your literary style presents a unique perspective. I could sense you watching over the protagonist. Wow, so many compliments, and so much attention to detail. The girl's failures are as compelling as her triumphs. Since authors are told
The
to
girl
hide what they
failure,
know,
it's just
I
compelling.
believe your tale would not have been so convincing were it not for
No,
your
it's,
own
I know it was
experiences.
girls' failures.
Truly
Truly girl failure energy.
My own experiences? That's a weird way to give praise. Who wrote this anyway? Who would read my story so carefully and then write this long letter to tell me about it? Whoever it is, they must be wonderful. Someone like my dear old uncle. I do hope my letter inspires you to keep writing. Looking forward to the next chapter. Your devoted fan, Sylvain. What?
Wait, what?
Sylvain? It can't be!
Hey, you Bernadetta. Did you read my letter?
How long have you been standing there?
I'm sorry, but I fell head over heels for your story. It's so good, and I just had to tell you about
Sylvain, bro.
it. So, what do you say? Will you write more? Why don't we talk literature over some tea?
Oh, I see your plan now. You're out to humiliate me.
What the
Very
fuck?
clever, but I'm
This
not
is the
falling
final
for it.
support. Wow, okay. And that was it? There's no support A? Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. This support was made to make people think Flane would not leave your army in Crimson Flower? Maybe? I don't know. Likeable has enough... Likeable has enough depth for you to understand him, has a lot of good supports. I think Sylvaina's alright. He's just...
Excuse me.
He's just a little,
Yes?
little down bad.
What is it?
I'm really sorry about what I said. I shouldn't have called you scary, even if, you are. I said it again. I'm sorry.
It is nothing I haven't heard before.
Oh.
I am well aware of my austere nature, and I am accustomed to the commentary it brings. I do confess, however, that I was slightly hurt to see you flee from me in such abject terror.
Don't be sad. I'll never do it again. I promise. But, I've been wondering, were you really writing a farewell letter?
Ah, that. No, actually. I was composing a fable centered around Saint Indek.
I didn't know you wrote fables. What's it about?
Saint Indek, one of the four saints. He was an extraordinarily shy person. It is said that he spent most of his life in solitude, unable to open his heart to anyone.
I like him already.
He was, after all, a man who hid himself away at the bottom of a lake.
What's that about a lake?
Nothing. Now, something else to know about Saint Indek is that he had incredible skill with his hands. And that skill made him beloved by the people because he constantly applied it to their benefit. The moral of the story is that shortcomings can be made up for with talent and kindness.
I like it. But I don't have any talents like that.
No, you have a great talent to staying in your room. You're the fortress commander, or whatever it was called.
Don't be so quick to dismiss
Strategic
your abilities.
mastermind.
You and he are actually alike in more ways than one. You possess Indek's crest, after all, do you not?
Yes, I do. You really think we're alike? Now I want to know all about him. Do you think I could read your fable when it's done?
Absolutely. Indek's example is something that we can all learn from.
Thanks so much. I'm excited to see it.
So I never put it together, but is this man, where is he? Is he Indek? He has the crest of... No, he has Chikol. So was he writing about it just because, like, he knew what her crest was? He's good friends or buddies or pals or something, right? We just did it, right? Isn't the turtle? I don't understand, man. I don't know how this stuff works. This is too much effort. It's Indek. It's not Indic. It's not indicative of anything. I'm pretty sure we've seen all of Felix's supports, except for the one with Seth. Let's skip these.
Hey, Felix.
Seth is really old. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if he was talking about it from first person or not.
Sorry.
Yeah, Indek was the giant turtle.
May I help you, Sereth?
Finally noticed me, I see. Good to see that you are so dedicated to your training.
Do you have need of my sword?
No, this is not a military matter. I would like to discuss the distance you seem to be keeping from the others.
Distance? I don't follow.
I have noticed that you like to keep others at arm's length, and in most cases, quite a bit further.
Keeping a close eye on me. They don't share my values, that's all.
Is that why you train alone? Because your friends do not share your values?
You seem displeased. I suppose you're going to tell me, to defeat your enemies, you must have dependable allies.
That's not exactly how I would phrase it, but having good relationships with your allies is essential in combat.
Yeah, it literally gives you more hit rate.
I am sure you realize that it is easier to bond with people when you interact with them more. There are limits to what one person can do alone. Great things cannot be achieved without allies.
Nah, that's just a lie.
You sound like my father.
Sedith just straight lying
You're saying
here.
It's in my own interest to make friends?
To put it simply, yes. As much as you possibly can. To be honest, I envy you, because I know what it is like to not have many people to call friends.
I wouldn't have guessed that. There are so many devout believers.
I am talking about friends. People to speak with on equal terms. You have many friends here. You should take care to attend to them.
I'll consider your advice, but I'm not usually one to change my mind.
To be young.
Yeah, Felix, got some friends. For real. Jeez. It's kind of cringe. With the way Flower builds a character, he needs all the help he can get.
I guess even the strongest fighters can't neglect their training.
Was not ready for Sedith angst this morning. Yeah, where are my friends? Damn, are you perhaps friendless?
At it again.
Maidenless?
Or is she still at it?
Oh, a spectator. If you want to ogle, you ought to be a little less conspicuous.
Sorry, I didn't mean.
Are you suggesting that if I wanted to ogle you, that I should, like,
can't help but wonder, though. Have you
sit
been
in the
training
corner?
all this time?
The chair in the corner?
I'm
Would that
simulating
work?
prolonged combat.
Does
Fighting
every
for a
hotel
long time
have this
requires a
chair?
whole different set of skills. If you can't handle it in training, you'll certainly be doomed against the real thing.
I can't even.
She was just telling me how to do it correctly. I don't see what the problem is
You've
here.
been in your share of battles. I'm sure you have some sense of what it takes. A brutal, protracted clash in open marshland, neither side retreating. In that situation, what will you do? Your survival depends on decisions you make in the moment.
I see why you're so successful.
Most importantly, don't give up.
Yeah, her perception
Don't
is
start thinking
probably
about
way
how
too
you
high
might
for me.
lose or might die. Focus on survival.
Unfortunately.
On winning.
You're right. I've been narrow-minded. I had decided, since I don't have a crest and can't use relics, that I'm powerless against someone like you. But that's wrong. I'm not helpless. Not as long as I'm breathing and on my feet. So, the first thing I'm going to do is learn how to beat you. When you're unarmed, at least.
That's the spirit, Leonie. Though I'm not planning on losing either, you know.
Good. I hope you're ready, because I'm going to train even harder than you.
You remind me of myself when I was young. I would become so angry at my own weakness. I feel strangely nostalgic seeing that same anger in you. Huh? Where'd that girl go?
We start tomorrow.
Oh, I thought she took cover to do the ogling. Yeah, I was gonna say that,
Why
like,
am I so off?
man,
Yesterday wasn't like this.
Leonie talking about wanting to be useful. It's just like, yeah, Leonie, it would really be great if you were useful. Maybe if you had like 6 more levels in a Brave Bow, you'd actually be good. But, I mean, it's not really her fault that she's relegated to impregnable defense duty, right? Which is actually, like, a really important job. It's just that literally anybody could do it, so... Like, all you need is the Thief class, right? Thief also has the dodge passive, or maybe not? I don't know. Yeah, I'm canonically hiding in the cup chair. That's correct.
Some days I just can't seem to hit anything.
Your mind, body, and technique are not synchronized. Find harmony between the three. You lack experience. You'll improve if you practice.
Now that you mention it, Shamir, how come I've never seen you train? Do you keep on?
Because that's because she's already the best.
I am always training. Look here.
A dagger.
Watch.
Wow, nice throw. That was a long one. But does throwing knives at pillars really count as shooting practice?
Look closely.
Is that a centipede? You
What
pierced
the
it clean
fuck?
in half. How did
What
you
the
even
hell?
see that?
I train everything. Eyes, speed, accuracy. Watch as the bird flies. Feel the wind. Recognize the distance between objects. Not all training requires a weapon. Integrate training into your daily routine.
Damn.
My daily routine.
Shamir literally on the Sigma grind set.
Well, that's great advice. Thanks. I'll do my best.
Very good. Just be cautious.
Only knives are an actual weapon type in this game. Yeah, we need to go to engage for that one.
How are you, Catherine? You look well enough.
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Never better.
That is good. I cannot help but be concerned, given your tendency toward incautious behavior.
Yeah, the literal interpretation of what Shamir was saying. Yeah, just go outside, see birds, and hunt them. Clearly. You have to incorporate it into your daily. As soon as you wake up, bam, chuck knives at birds.
While boldness can be a virtue, I do hope you will bear in mind that recklessness is not. A moment's negligence can lead to a mortal wound for even the most skilled fighter.
I am the Fire Emblem engaged. Oh man.
That is precisely
What's wrong with that? What's the problem?
Especially given your history. You have been gravely injured before, as you no doubt recall.
Me? Gravely injured? When did that happen?
You mean you have forgotten? It was during your days as a student at the Officers' Academy. There was an excursion, a monster hunt. You charged ahead and left your fellow students behind. You ended up alone and surrounded. You almost died. Do you truly not remember?
Are you sure? All I remember is cutting down monsters left and right.
That is true enough, but you nearly bled to death in the aftermath. The Archbishop was so concerned for your life that she tended your wounds personally.
Wait, so I just need to get my shit kicked in for Rhea to treat my wounds personally?
Lady Rhea looking after me. Now that I remember.
Oh my god,
That was
I'm
the
so
first time
jealous.
she ever spoke to me. I was lying on the ground, caked in mud, and she gently picked me up, even stroked my hair.
It was supposed to be me, not him! Ah!
The emotions were so overpowering that they must have just cleared away my memory of the whole incident. So it was during the monster hunt. Thanks, Sedith. That's been bothering me for ages.
That is not quite why I brought it up.
Come to think of it, Lady Rhea hasn't healed me since then. We've
Well, yeah,
got to
she's
find Lady
not
Rhea,
there.
And then maybe someday she'll honor me like that again.
Man. Alright. That was all the sports. A lot of them were repeats, so we didn't have to actually watch them. And I think I'm just gonna call it so that I can get going. 'Cause I still need to do some last minute shopping, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, as if it was not completely self-inflicted, but yeah. It's Pat. Pat. I know that the command is you know, really difficult because you never use it, so you would never remember it, but yes, I will wait. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, sadly there's a cooldown, but I appreciate I appreciate the sentiment. Okay, that's gonna be it. Officially, I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Schedule next week is a little up in the air. I don't know if I want to have. I want to play another Metaphor sometime next week. I don't know when, but yeah, 697. We never use it, huh? Yeah, it's literally like half the amount as Bonk. It's very funny to me. All right. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate support as always, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye. Bye.